Okay, so today's video is about benchmarks. Now, I haven't overclocked the system yet, but I like to take a little bit of time to run some benchmarks so we get a idea of how it performs. The Ryzen 5 2600 and the Radeon RX580 and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory running at 3000 megahertz. So let's get to it. So first up is 3dmark. Now, I haven't run 3dmark in such a long time. It's nice to know that it's still got the free version there for you to do some benchmark with. So yeah, we will run the time spy benchmark from 3dmark, and as you can see here, we got some specs going on. Windows 10 64-bit. We have the Ryzen 5 2600 6-core processor at 3400 megahertz. But you know, with a turbo boost, it really depends. But whatever, it's a default setting. And now we have the Radeon RX580 running at 1360 megahertz. That would be the spec that we're running with today. It didn't show anything about memory. Well, here it is, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. So let's give it a run. Everything is default setting on the 3dmark benchmark. You know, it's just a benchmark video, so I don't really feel like to fast forwarding it. It'll be a relatively short video. So yeah, let's just get through this benchmark together in fall. Yeah, I'll put on some music. The benchmark is installed onto a SSD, so it should load relatively fast. Even though it still feels like it's kind of slow. Just like those kind of things, as always. Oh, wait a minute, there is some sound coming out of the benchmark, so let me just turn that up a little bit more. On a little screen of this camera, I can't really tell if you can see the FPS from the side. Here I have the afterburner with the on-screen FPS and all that system info stuff going on there. If you can see the benchmark in real time, frame per second, but I don't know if that means too much to the benchmark itself. You know, I'm actually a little bit confused. I don't know if it's doing the 21:9 aspect ratio just because my screen is it and it detects it, or if the benchmark is running at 16:9 kind of aspect ratio resolution, or if it's stretched. I'm not entirely sure. But this is just default setting, so hopefully that could be a good baseline for overclocking or compare with your system, or if it's something that you like to see, how it can, how much it scores with this setting. But I didn't change any settings, so I'm not sure if it's actually doing it my screen's full resolution, which would be 2560 by 1080. see if we can zoom into that bit at the bottom. It'd be nice if we could see that a little bit better. Let me just, there, and make it a little bit darker. That way we can see the FPS and the frames and the time information at the bottom while the benchmark runs. For this one though, I can see that it's running at the 16:9 aspect ratio. I think you can be able to see that FPS thing at the bottom, probably. I was talking about fast forwarding would be too short of a video, but waiting for it to run in full seems to be making it into a pretty long video in itself. I forgot how long those tests would take to run. Oh, here we go. We got a result. 4,463. Let me just move the camera a little closer. Alright, so hopefully you can see that clearly. Now, here it says the graphics score is 4,268 and the CPU score is 6,031. So let's compare the result online. That's always the interesting part. Here we go. And here it says the score is better than 37% of all results. There's some distance to a typical 4K gaming PC, which is typically at least a Core i7, 4790K, GTX 980. This is like all the high-end stuff that will get, you're gonna get to 6,000s range to be able to have a very comfortable 4K gaming experience. Well, no, minimum of it. So let's see, gaming laptop, all right, gaming PC, minimum spec of the VR headsets, all right, I guess that's fair. So the score is a lot better than a typical gaming PC. It's 3362, gaming laptop 3879. It's better than 30% of all results. I don't know what it actually means. Does that mean it's good? I suppose it's pretty good. Compared to old result, 37%, you know, there's a lot of, if it's old the entries or all the set, it must be all the entries. It can't be all the setups because so many variations. How are you going to categorize it? But if it's 30%, 37% of all results, then this is probably pretty good because there's a lot of high-end machines out there that can put out very good scores that's way better than most of the computer out there. So I guess this is not bad, you know. Here's some of the other details of this test. Yeah, so wow, that's pretty cool. And then I think it's saved to my thing. Let's see. Does it go to here? My results. Here I got 3 from this time spike benchmark. This run is the fastest so far. 4463. Oh, actually, no, it tied with the other time. Okay, whatever. So 4463 is small baseline for 3dmark. Time spike results. And you know, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I want to run the 3dmark Vantage and just to see how it compared to my old scores, because as you can see here I got 18 scores saved, but let's keep that for the next time. This video has been going on for a while, so I guess that'll be all for this particular video. There'll be more benchmark videos coming out soon, and yeah, eventually I'll get to that overclocking part. I think I need to understand it a little bit more. I tried to fiddle around just a little bit, and yeah, I think I need some practice before I can be able to make a video about it. But before that, I still gotta get my baselines down, so there'll be more benchmarks. And you know, quite frankly, a lot of those benchmarks, I forgot their names because it's been so long. Right now, we just did the 3dmark, and I think we're gonna bring that that Heaven benchmark back. I want to run that 3dmark Vantage again just to compare to my old scores. And yeah, I gotta look up some other stuff that people commonly will be benchmarking. Oh, I got this what's called a base mark or something like that installed, and I gotta run that too. Yeah, for the next one probably. So yeah, okay, so that'll be all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like this video, and if you are looking forward to the other benchmarks and the overclocking and all that stuff for the Ryzen 5 and the Radeon graphics card, if there's still any room for overclock, then please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.